If you've been thinking about getting a 3D printer, it might be go time. Today, we're diving into the Bambu Labs A1 Mini Combo. It's a compact 3D printer that's basically making a lot of waves in the maker community. Whether you're a hobbyist, a designer, or someone just starting out in 3D printing, this little powerhouse packs some pretty big features. And if you're catching this video around the end of 2024, they've got some killer deals on this stuff. Today, we're gonna break down the top 5 reasons why this printer should be on your radar if you're an RC hobbyist. First up, I gotta talk about the plug-in and print simplicity. I'm all about simplicity because I'm actually still pretty new at this. I do have an X1 Carbon. I've printed some stuff out, but as far as getting things up and running, I'm still new. And I've built some printers in the past. It was really hard to get some of those kits together, but this stuff straight out of the box, the A1 Mini Combo is basically ready to go. Bambu Labs has pre-calibrated everything from the bed leveling to the nozzle alignment, all that stuff. So there's no fiddling around. You just load your filament basically after a quick build, perfectly laid out in the instructions. I mean, there's even like little circles where you have to put the screws in to screw everything together. It just doesn't get any more simple than this. I'm thinking even if you're a complete beginner, this is going to be easy for you to get started with. So Bambu Labs offers their printers in different versions. So this is the combo here. You could get the A1 by itself, but let's talk about the multi-material printing because this is a huge feature. The A1 Mini Combo can come with the AMS or automatic material system built right in, which is what I have here. With the AMS, you could load up to 4 different filament colors at once. The printer automatically switches between them because it has an RFID tag on it that it reads, opening up the possibility of printing multiple color projects, functional parts, or even prints that combine different materials like PLA and TPU. What's nice about it is it really minimizes filament swaps if you got a wild project that you're working on. The number 3 reason you want to check out an A1 Mini is because of the incredible print quality. I've actually got a bunch of friends that have Bambu Lab printers, and actually one of my local hobby shops that I go to often, they just got a bunch of these in because they're just so incredible with the print quality. Just looking at the specs, it achieves a layer resolution as fine as 0.05 millimeters. Whether it's a detailed driver figure or a functional shift lever, I think you're going to be amazed at the results this machine provides. Before I mentioned I have an X1 Carbon, and that's a pretty big machine, but look at the size of this one on the workbench here. This is perfect for small workspaces. I mean, if the space is definitely a consideration for a lot of workshops out there. If you have a small space, the Mini is probably one to check out. I don't think you're going to be upset with the performance of it. You know, the print is going to be awesome, but the combo allows you to do a wide range of projects. Like I mentioned before, interior parts for your scale model, or even, you know, car stands or tool holders. I mean, this thing can produce some pretty cool stuff. Once you get the A1 Mini up and running, it's actually very loud, but only during the calibration process. It's going to make some funky noises. But actually during the printing process, it's very quiet compared to some other systems out there. Finally, the 5th feature I want to talk to you about is some of its smart features that make printing a breeze. The machine has filament detection and real-time failure recovery, so the A1 Combo makes printing a whole lot easier than having to just continually monitor your print. It actually has integrated AI print monitoring that detects the errors, whether it's just like warping or mid-layer shifts. The machine will actually make adjustments if it detects the errors. So with my 5 fun feature facts out of the way, I think it's time we print something on the A1, and I think that's where people get a little worried about owning a 3D printer, thinking that you have to design something in order to print it out, and you don't necessarily need to do that right out of the gate. So what's cool about the Bambu Labs line of printers is that they have an app to go along with it. It's called Bambu Handy, and this is where you could actually go and print your project from. And they also have a maker community that already has designs in there. So if you're worried about designing something out of the gate, you don't need to do that. You could go in here and possibly find what you're looking for. There's a lot of talented designers, and they have their prints available for you to download and print out on the printer. And it's always good to support the designers if you can. After all, they did all the hard work. But anyway, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna just search for RC car, see what comes up. And there's a lot of cool things. There's actual cars that you could print out, car parts, and I'm just gonna look for something simple, maybe like a car stand or a tool. Look at this, they have a car stand here. There's a tool stand, so lots of really cool things, even down to parts, specific parts. And there's a car stand by Alex Mills 97. So I'm just gonna go prepare to print. And it has the printer file there. I've got my printer selected, and I am going to select my filament type. Just going to do this one out of PLA because I already have it loaded up in the printer. And what's cool with this, obviously, is you've got 4 different spools that you can load up in for multicolor projects. This one's just going to be a single color. Start print, it's sending the job. It's doing everything it needs to do. It's doing the slicing on its own. So it's just going to take a while for this thing, for the bed to heat up, for the program to load. It'll go through its startup cycle. Then you just need to sit back, relax, and watch the item get printed out. After about an hour and a half print, there is my car stand, guys. This is actually gonna work out pretty good here for this NASCAR, but I actually just left the machine going. So it actually has a camera on it, so I was able to go and just monitor the progress as I went along, and the print came out perfect. So, I mean, it just goes to show you how easy it is to get this machine up and running and how quickly you could have something printed out, and you didn't even have to design it. So right now, I think Bambu is just killing it with how easy they make it to get into 3D printing. Obviously, it can be much more complex than that, but I wanted to show you guys how easy it is. I've got the car stand printed out, even printed out a step gauge, and I found so many more cool things in that maker community that I want to print next. Hopefully, I've got enough filament, but Bambu Labs, they really did make it easy. And I think it's priced really well for the quality of machine that you're getting. I'll have links for everything in the video description below.